So I'm leaving behind the necklace that Kody designed for me. I'm going to make my own tree. I'm going to build my own. I'm going to make my own tree.
Hey lovely viewers. Welcome to my update gossip channel. I will explain everything. Watch this video until end. KodyBrown from Sister Wives owns the majority of Coyote Pass property, but his former wives, Janelle and MeriBrown, likely felt it unfair. The Brown family's reality TV journey began in 2010 when the network offered Kody and his 4 wives the opportunity to showcase their polygamous relationship to the world. The network aired the first season of Sister Wives, which focused on Kody's new relationship with RobynBrown and the lives of his other 3 wives, Janelle, Meri, and ChristineBrown. The season ended on a positive note, suggesting the Browns were on a promising path. Unfortunately, the flaws of Kody's polygamous relationships became more apparent over time. He grew closer to his 4th wife, Robyn, and stopped visiting his other wives, causing a great deal of family drama. Christine, Meri, and Janelle also grew tired of Kody's constant disrespect and began to question the practice of polygamy. The COVID-19 pandemic was a particularly challenging time for the Browns, leading to further strain within the family. Christine took a bold step by ending her relationship with Kody and moving on. Her decision inspired Meri and Janelle to leave Kody in the following years. Kody, Robyn, Meri, Janelle, and Christine invested in various ventures during the 10 years when they were all part of the same family. The polygamous family invested in businesses like My Sister Wife's Closet, but this endeavor was short-lived. The TLC star and his 4 wives also purchased a large 14-acre property, Coyote Pass, in 2018. They put $820,000 into the land through a mix of loans and upfront payments, with the hope of expanding their family all in one area, constructing homes, and living close together. Each parent in the family contributed to the purchase of the property. During the pandemic, the Brown family faced challenges that brought Coyote Pass into discussion. Janelle and Meri requested a fair evaluation of the property and their ownership rights. However, Kody argued he owned the majority of the land because he had paid for a significant portion by himself. Details revealed that Kody shared the lot with each wife, and Christine relinquished her share when she left the family, leaving Kody with the largest portion of the property. Additionally, Janelle has claimed that Kody managed the family's finances, leading her to believe he used family funds to acquire the land. Kody initially divided the Coyote Pass property, agreeing that each of the wives would receive 1 plot of land and the 5th one would be used for gatherings. However, things changed when the family split up, causing Kody to act selfishly and keep most of the land for himself. According to legal documents reported by In Touch, Kody is the common owner of all 5 parcels of the land. He and Robyn own the first 3 plots, while the 4th plot is owned by Meri, Janelle, and Kody, with the latter 2 owning the 5th plot. When Kody reallocated the property among his remaining wives, he gave Meri the smallest share. He kept 8 acres for himself and Robyn, gave 4 acres to Janelle, and gave 2 acres to Meri. As expected, Meri wasn't pleased with receiving such a small share, especially since she was supposed to have a whole plot. She expressed her frustrations to the cameras, stating, "I'm still part of the family and I still financially put into it," adding that she deserves more in the property and not just what Kody has decided she's worthy of. Kody, Janelle, and Meri are on the brink of a significant legal dispute over the Coyote Pass property. Kody's former wives want to hire lawyers for varying reasons but with the same objective in mind. They want Kody to be fair and hope that legal help can compel him to do so. Meri feels that her share is insufficient. She believes that Kody is allocating the smallest portion of the family property because of their strained relationship and the fact that she only has 1 child with him. Janelle is considering seeking legal assistance to protect her share of the property. She believes that her ex-husband isn't taking the potential sale of Coyote Pass seriously and wants to urge him to expedite the process. Janelle also wants to ensure transparency in the proceedings, as she doesn't want to be at a disadvantage and feels it would be wise to seek legal representation. Surprisingly, Meri and Janelle have joined forces to take legal action against Kody. It'll be interesting to see if they can maximize their benefits from the Coyote Pass with the assistance of lawyers. all the available information suggests Meri and Janelle will try to convince Kody to be fair when dividing the Coyote Pass property. However, there is a possibility he will still retain the majority of the property and come out as an overall winner. Despite Janelle and Meri desiring a better outcome, they don't seem to have concrete evidence to support their claims of contribution towards purchasing the Coyote Pass property. Meanwhile, Kody has made sure his name is on all documentation and that he has receipts as proof of ownership. While Janelle may still be able to have her wish granted, Meri will struggle to prove that she deserves a bigger portion of the property. It appears Meri has always contributed the least and owned the least of Coyote Pass property. Therefore, it isn't surprising that Kody has decided to give her only 2 acres. While Meri may believe that she deserves more, engaging in a legal battle could have negative consequences for her. The Sister Wives star, who legally divorced Kody in September 2014, may find it easier to accept the 2 acres he offered her. MeriBrown from Sister Wives revealed some major news regarding her bed and breakfast business following an unexpected relocation last month. She ended her marriage to KodyBrown in early 2023, and then in early 2024, she started her new business, Worthy Up. Over the years that followed, Meri traveled around the United States in search of new adventures. She also began dating again and had a relationship with a man named Amos Andrews. In February 2025, Meri surprised her fans by posting a photo of herself with a U-Haul truck in the background, announcing that she was moving. Recently, Meri announced a major life update by sharing an Instagram story about her bed and breakfast business, Lizzie's Heritage Inn. Meri has decided to resume renovations and posted a picture of the interior of her business, which featured a painted wall and wooden drawer cabinet. She mentioned, "Things are finally happening around here," indicating that the renovations have started, and she is prepared to revamp her business. Although Meri didn't disclose details about her plans for Lizzie's Heritage Inn, she hinted she would be reopening it soon after temporarily shutting it down in August 2024. Meri has a long history with Lizzie's Heritage Inn. She acquired the business in 2017 and was thankful to her mother, Bonnie Ahlstrom, who helped her with managing it until her passing in 2021. Throughout the past few years, Meri made efforts to maintain the well-known inn. However, she had to temporarily close it in August 2024 to complete some renovations. Unfortunately, it took Meri a while to start working on her plans. However, her recent update indicates that she is finally prepared to carry out the renovations and reopen her business. Meri's recent update also indicates that she is considering expanding her business to the next level. She is working on renovating her bed and breakfast to create an improved experience for her guests. It will be fascinating to see how Meri will enhance her long-standing business in the future. For now, it appears that she will be spending a significant amount of time in Utah and may have relocated closer to her Lizzie's Heritage Inn in Parowan, Utah. It is uncertain whether Meri will choose to live in her bed and breakfast business or find a separate residence. It's heartwarming to see Meri return to the renovation work on Lizzie's Heritage Inn. She was sad and aimless when she left Kody in 2023, feeling alone and unsure of her next steps. Over the past several months, Meri regained the courage to try new things and find a new purpose. She launched several successful new ideas, making more money for herself. Meri's business renovation is a significant update that will sustain her business for a while. It'll be interesting to see if the Sister Wives star resumes her romantic journey after reopening her bed and breakfast. Sister Wives star ChristineBrown isn't apologizing for putting herself first after finally breaking free from her marriage to KodyBrown. Kody and Christine were spiritually married in 1994 and had 6 children together. Kody had a total of 18 kids with 4 wives, and they all seemed to be one big happy family until Christine dropped a bomb by leaving the family in 2021. 2 of Kody's other wives, Meri and JanelleBrown, followed suit. The Sister Wives Season 19 star is trying to live her best life, including traveling and reconnecting with Janelle amid various rumors. Sister Wives ChristineBrown finally learned to stop apologizing for putting herself first and setting boundaries in her life. Christine took to Instagram to talk about how she's finally learned to stop apologizing for putting herself first and setting boundaries in her life. Christine added 2 photos of herself, one of her sitting at a table looking exhausted, and another of her sipping from a mug, also looking tired. Over the first photo, Christine wrote, "How I stopped apologizing for putting myself first. I used to apologize for everything. Needing a break, saying no, setting a boundary. I'd feel guilty, like I owed everyone an explanation. But I realized something. Taking care of myself isn't selfish, and I don't need to apologize for it. Now I say it with confidence. I'm taking care of me, no apologies. And let me tell you, it feels amazing. How can you skip one unnecessary sorry today? I want to hear all about it." Christine expanded in the caption by saying she would feel very guilty for saying no to people or setting boundaries as if she owed everyone an explanation. She discovered that taking care of herself wasn't actually a selfish move. Christine feels amazing now. Christine has been open about the new life she's been living in Utah since leaving Kody. She's remarried and happily embarking on a life that's separate from just being a wife and a mom, and she's been inspiring her fans with her story, sharing bits and pieces on her social media to hopefully help others who were in a similar position. Although they might not be trapped in a polygamous marriage, the idea of feeling stuck in life, regardless of age or circumstance, rings true for a lot of people. Women, especially, are taught to put others first, particularly if they're wives and mothers. Christine is done apologizing for making her happiness a priority, and it's a good lesson for others to heed. Nowadays, more people know that they need to take care of themselves before they can take care of others, and that goes for moms and wives too. It's in direct contrast to the polygamous lifestyle Christine lived, where women are primarily caretakers for the family. Christine's new lease on life is evident in her smile. Ever since she left Kody and met Devid, the love of her life, she has been glowing. It's easy to see why she wants to share her journey with others. Christine is also a public figure, so she wants to engage with her fans and keep them updated on what she's doing. Christine will get a chance to share even more of her story when her new memoir, Sister Wife, a memoir of faith, family, and finding freedom, drops in September. Whether Christine is laying the groundwork for book sales, or to boost sales of the multi-level marketing group she's part of, her openness will endear her to fans. The Sister Wives star has lived her life in public for many years now, and after showing the world her despair after leaving, it's beautiful to see her living her best life now. Sister Wives star KodyBrown wears a Devid signet ring featuring a horse, and it's possible that this distinctive piece of jewelry tells a story about his feelings for Robyn Brown, as well as the 3 wives who were destined to leave him, Marride, Janelle and Christine Brown. Kody has a romantic side, and his taste in jewelry definitely showcases his softer, sweeter qualities. As he got closer to Robyn, the new ring appeared, apparently signaling a higher plateau of intimacy with his true love. As well as the signet ring, Kody wears a shield pendant by the same high-end jewelry designer. The amulet is sapphire blue, and since shields are used in warfare, it seemed like Kody wanted to wear a symbol of strength and protection. With the ring, he may be sending a different message. Horses commonly symbolize freedom, but there could be a strong romantic component, as horses call to mind a very famous song by the Rolling Stones, Wild Horses. Mick Jagger sings, "Wild horses couldn't drag me away." Many people have enjoyed that song. Kody may be one of them. Maybe loving Robyn set Kody free, finally allowing him to feel completely accepted and understood. A romantic commitment can bring freedom. Being unencumbered isn't the only thing that can give someone a sense of liberty. With Robyn, Kody is in his element. He's his best self. Kody's loyal, gentle, and loving. I'm sure that, when it comes to Robyn, wild horses couldn't drag him away. A sleuthing Redditor, Steampunks F, found the ring online, and I screen grabbed their post and cropped the ring to show you its fine detail, as seen above. It's very well made, with a golden face and what seems like a white gold or sterling silver band. The horse is beautifully rendered, and there are engraved Devid hallmarks. Overall, it's very upscale, a fancy design to be sure. This ring generally retails for about $1,250, but prices vary. Christine wrote, "The one word that changed everything." After my life changed so drastically, I felt lost. Unsure of who I was or where I was headed. Then, I chose one word: enough. I'm enough, just as I am, imperfections and all. That word became my anchor when doubt crept in, reminding me that I didn't need to prove my worth. I already had it. Christine went into more depth in her caption, saying, "Words are powerful. Out love in measured doses, like a robot. Kody's a human being." While multiplying his love sounded great in theory, Robyn was the wild card. She changed the way he related to the other women. He became a man who was head over heels in love with one woman. A person who's in love usually doesn't want anyone else. So, when Kody found someone he was wildly in love with, trying to be romantic with his other wives may have felt strange and uncomfortable. Maybe it seemed disloyal. When I think about this, I actually feel bad for Kody, and for everyone involved. Obviously, Kody and Robyn aren't meant to be polygamists at all. Fate had something else in store. He can't help how he feels. Robyn's the woman of Kody's dreams. In Wild Horses, Mick sang, "You know I can't let you slide through my hands." Kody has said that he stayed in a plural marriage in part because he feared losing Robyn's respect. So many decisions made for Robyn's sake, so much energy given to Robyn, so much love that he can't hide. It was hard for the other wives to deal with, but maybe it hurt Kody too. He just wanted to be free to love the person he loves, the one he should really be with. So, there was pressure, and everything fell apart, but change was needed. Mick sang, "Faith has been broken and tears must be cried." With regard to the other brown women, that is so true. All feel betrayed by Kody's love for Robyn. Right now, a battle over Coyote Pass is raging, and the exes just don't trust the patriarch anymore. However, those women are free now, like wild horses. Yes, they've been hurt, their faith's been tested over and over again, and their tears were real, but they've walked through the fire, moving to the other side. Now, they can enjoy the freedom to choose who they love. ChristineBrown found a new partner, Devid Woolley. Mary's reportedly dating Brandon Stone, and Janelle is focusing on a life detox that's helping her to heal. All are growing, and hopefully, all will set aside their pain someday. Sister Wives Season 19 star MeriBrown was all on her own when she left her polygamist husband, but she has built an impressive social network. When the 53-year-old mother of one walked away from her 32-year marriage in 2022, many believed she'd wilt. She never wanted a divorce, and she fought hard to make the marriage work. She stayed with KodyBrown long after he stopped wanting to be with her. When the marriage finally ended, I was worried that Meri would be alone and devastated. I am happy to report that I was wrong. Though Meri was Kody's first wife, she often seemed like she was on an island all alone. While Kody ultimately had 18 children in total, Meri only had one child. While her sister wives co-stars were often surrounded by their many children, Meri always seemed more solitary. After her child had grown up and moved away, Meri spent most of her time with Kody and his family with his fourth wife, Robyn Brown. When the marriage ended, Meri was cut off from the family completely. I was worried that she'd be lonely, but Meri seems happier than ever. Meri wasn't the first of Kody's wives to walk away from the marriage. That dubious honor belongs to 52-year-old ChristineBrown. Christine was Kody's third wife, and they had 6 children together. Though she grew up in a polygamous family, she didn't take well to living the lifestyle herself. She was the most jealous of Kody's wives, and hated sharing him with other women. She especially hated sharing Kody with Robyn, who many assumed he preferred. After Christine left, 55-year-old Janelle Brown followed her out the door. Meri was the first wife in, and the last to leave. Despite being long neglected by Kody, Meri never faltered in her support of him. Even after Kody told Meri he was no longer attracted to her, Meri continued to hold out hope. She was deeply committed to the religious principle of plural marriage. She was even the one who introduced Kody to Robyn and encouraged him to court her. Bringing Robyn into the marriage was something that Christine and Janelle could never forgive Meri for. Meri was the only one to welcome Robyn and stayed close to her, even after being rejected by Kody. After Christine and Janelle left Kody, the family was tacitly split into two warring factions. On one side were Christine and Janelle, and on the other were Kody, Robyn, and Meri. The divide separated Meri from Christine and Janelle and all of their children. Once Meri decided to leave Kody, she was no longer in communication with Janelle and Christine, so she found herself on her own. She stopped seeing any of the Browns, and, with her only child living far away, Meri had to lean heavily on her friends. When Kody and Meri finally said goodbye during Sister Wives Season 6, they parted on good terms. There was so much water under the bridge, and so many disappointments. That meant there was very little left to say. After fighting so hard to save her marriage, Meri had finally accepted reality. Kody helped Meri move away from Arizona, where the family was residing as the family dissolved. Christine had already moved to Utah with her new husband, and Janelle headed for North Carolina. Divided from the rest of her family, Meri had to lean on her friends, especially her friend, Jen Sullivan. With the marriage to Kody over, Meri had no reason to stay in Nevada. Unlike her other sister wives, Meri doesn't have many children surrounding her. I assumed she'd be on her own. Separated from the rest of her family, Meri had to lean on her friends, especially her friend, Jen Sullivan. Since the pandemic, Meri and Jen have filmed Fridays with friends to post on social media. Meri and Jen have continued to post to Instagram, posting together as recently as a few days ago. Though family is important, sometimes it's the family we choose that makes the biggest difference. Over time, Meri invested in her friendships. She even spent her first few holidays as a single woman surrounded by her loving social group. These days, Meri boasts a great group of loyal friends. Meri posted a clip of her having a great time on vacation in Cancun. The must-watch video includes Meri and her friends rehearsing and performing a synchronized dance routine to the hit song, Baby Shark. Meri's caption reads, "Sunshine, friends, and Cancun, a perfect combination for a quick getaway." Her trip definitely looked fun. Instead of having to worry about Kody, his 4 wives, and his 18 children, Meri can just focus on herself for once. Though I was worried about what would become of Meri after her divorce from KodyBrown, seeing her on her Cancun vacation made me rethink her situation. I thought she'd miss being part of a massive family, but perhaps the Sister Wives star feels somewhat relieved. Instead of having to worry about Kody, his 4 wives, and his 18 children, Meri can just focus on herself for once. Meri probably misses having fun with the Browns, but, these days, she's more likely to have fun with her friends. Sister Wives star KodyBrown has a lot to say about MeriBrown, who's thriving after leaving him, and it's all too clear that Kody never put Meri on a pedestal like he does with RobynBrown. In fact, he often goes out of his way to diminish Meri. However, she's really blooming after exiting the loveless spiritual union. Maybe he needs to try and convince the world that Meri's a bad person because that makes Kody seem like less of a villain, or maybe his feelings are just complicated. Regardless, I believe that Kody goes too far when he criticizes the woman who graciously bowed out of her legal marriage with Kody for Robyn's sake. A lot of women might not have made that sacrifice. No one's forcing Kody to see the beauty in Meri, but it's there, and other people are noticing it. I'm not talking about outer beauty, although she's got it. I'm talking about character, personality, ambition, positive energy, all the traits that Meri has that make her special. Kody, so consumed with Robyn, was on a permanent fault-finding mission, always cutting Meri down to size. However, putting someone down is kind of a red flag. Someone who's truly secure is going to have better things to do. Kody is a human being and his feelings are valid, but the way he expresses them is often vulgar, crass and rude. He doesn't seem to understand that insulting a bunch of former wives is going to rebound on him, making him look like a jerk. However, this is something that he should understand. For decades, Sister Wives fans have been roasting the man who fell passionately in love with one woman, Robyn. When Kody announced his split with Kody on Instagram, a critic got emotional, writing, "Guess no one wants to be your obedient wife anymore. Good for them." Inside the blonde patriarch with 4 wives, there beats the heart of a one-woman man. As far as I'm concerned, this is what brought the Brown family down. Kody just wanted Robyn, and for a while, he tried to continue his spiritual unions with the others. Unfortunately, that created so much turmoil in his soul. He wasn't being true to himself. When I think about that, I actually feel sorry for him. I have trouble pretending to feel a certain way when I don't. I rarely live that way. For years, Kody had to prop up relationships that he didn't want to be in. Of course, his subconscious was pushing him to get out of these arrangements because he loved someone else. So, he'd constantly fumble, or passive-aggressively push his other wives away. The universe wants Kody to be with Robyn. Sadly, a lot of people were hurt before he became a monogamous man. How did he pay Meri back for the years of trying? Well, in one memorable Sister Wives moment, he got way too real. Kody, seemingly in a snit about Meri's decision to attend church, of all things, summed her up with some blistering prose. Wasn't nice, wasn't fun, wasn't kind. Then, adding insult to injury, he told all and sundry that Meri was boring. I mean, this was so over the top. It's so ungentlemanly that it's actually startling. His jaw-dropping quotes don't make me think less of Meri, however, they have often made me wonder if Kody's really a good person. I do see his side of things sometimes. But I don't hear his exes saying such damning and shocking things about him. While JanelleBrown swore at him once, and I felt her tantrum was wholly justified, I believe that the exes were just venting. The plural marriage was a nightmare because Robyn was Kody's queen. They had to let their feelings out somehow. It's not healthy to bottle up intense emotions. Doing so can make a person physically and mentally ill. Meanwhile, Kody actually had someone that he loved. So, in light of that, I'm continually baffled by him. Why doesn't he just enjoy the relationship he has? Why didn't he dial down the verbal aggression while the Brown family was intact? He had the love that the others wanted and couldn't find. He was blessed with that but seemed so mean-spirited, cranky, and bitter. True love is a gift denied to many, and when Kody puts down Meri and the other women, I feel like he's just pulling himself away from real happiness. Sometimes, I wonder if he even knows how to be happy. I thought he might be happy when Janelle, Meri and Christine left, but he seemed angrier than ever. That's what I find most confusing about Kody. My attitude is, you got what you wanted, and you're still complaining. However, there may be facets of his personality that I just don't understand. The hits just kept coming when Kody emoted during an explosive Sister Wives Season 19 trailer. While divorces are rarely peaceful experiences, Kody went extremely low, telling Meri, it's not divorce that sucks. It's marrying the wrong person. The look on Meri's face said it all. She looked like a deer in the headlights. While she appeared to be dazed, she also appeared to be very, very sad. Kody had, once again, pierced Meri's admittedly weak emotional armor, really getting in. So, to be fair, I've got to consider Kody's side of things. Yes, Meri cheated with a woman who pretended to be a man. It was a catfish and the drama was spectacular. No, Meri didn't sleep with the love imposter but she wanted to. Now, at the time, she thought the scammer was male. When Meri found out the truth, her ardor for the fake naturally cooled. However, so did Kody's ardor for Meri. In his eyes, Meri's a cheater who got busted. Sure, the experience was awful for Meri as she was tricked and all of that became public, but that doesn't change the fact that he apparently thinks she should wear a scarlet letter. Kody just shut down after that. Yes, he'd sometimes make a show of trying, but really, after Meri got catfished, it was game over. It was just a matter of time before the relationship ended for good. Kody emotionally exited then, so really, I consider that the flashpoint, the pivotal event that doomed the duo. However, I think it's a good thing. Until Meri got out of that mess, she could never really achieve her potential. She would always be stuck in a dynamic where she was constantly diminished. After Robyn entered the fray, there wasn't much left between Meri and Kody. It was time to tap out of that relationship, and in his defense, she should have done so long before she did, religious training or not. I don't believe God wants men and women to suffer in relationships. Sometimes, breaking up is the right thing to do. Thanks for watching this video. What do you think about this video? Told on comment box and subscribe our channel.